Well, ladies and gentlemen, one thing we knew about the gaming industry was that it was only a matter of time before some of them felt like they had no choice due to the activists that are in their community that they let basically rule over them. They felt like it was no choice in the matter that they're going to have to eventually say something against the supposed chuds, right? The angry gamers that are ruining gaming. You know, the ones that keep their pockets lined throughout the year while the wokies don't spend a fucking dime. Yeah, those gamers. Yeah, eventually that the gaming industry was going to have to say something. And apparently Ubisoft CEO, you know, the guy who I believe is the one who said that they were going to offer a quad A experience with Skull and Bones, that massive failure. Yeah, apparently he is upset over the malicious and personal online attacks against his team members and the company's community manager.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Now, I got to be honest with you guys, man. I have zero sympathy when it comes to Ubisoft. I don't think any of you guys do. I have literally zero sympathy for any of these mainstream gaming companies that are utilizing DEI as a means to try to line the pockets of the CEOs, executives, and whatnot that work at this company, including Yves himself. So we got an article here from That Part Place. It says Ubisoft CEO Yves, or however you say his name, says that he's dismayed about malicious impersonal online attacks directed at team members, and company's community manager appears to have animus against white men. So let's get into this article, guys, from That Part Place. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. It says Ubisoft Yves stated that he's dismayed by alleged malicious and personal online attacks that have been directed at Ubisoft team members and partners. In an interview with Lucy O'Brien, Ubisoft Director of Editorial Communications, that was published to Ubisoft's website, he was asked, I would like to end a two-part question. First part, what dismays you about the games industry right now? He responded, one thing I am concerned about right now is the malicious and personal online attacks that have been directed at some of my team members and partners. I want to make it clear that we at Ubisoft condemn these hateful acts in the strongest possible terms, and I encourage the rest of the industry and players to denounce them too. I am proud to support the amazing work of our team and partners, and I will always trust in their creative choices. We should all celebrate the hard work and talent that goes into making video games, he concluded. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the roasting session to begin. Yves, I'm sorry, but the way that you have denounced us, in your words, what is it? The strongest possible terms? Yeah, I'm going to have to counteract that and say that the majority of gamers denounce you and the bullshit that Ubisoft and other companies like you have been trying to do for the last few years. It's amazing that you will denounce, you know, whatever you want to call harassment or actions or malicious and personal online attacks, whatever, from us, but you will never denounce the attacks and the online malicious bullshit that your community managers, that your developers, that your team members do on a daily basis. You guys want to sit behind your office and pretend as if you do nothing wrong. Pretend as if, oh, you're just getting this for no absolute reason whatsoever. Go fuck yourselves. You guys are full of shit in every capacity imaginable, because we know that there would be no rage without something to rage bait in the first place. You guys are the ones that are causing this bullshit in the first place. You want to virtue signal to everyone about how you're so morally superior because you hired XYZ amount of black people for the year. Congratulations, you're so fucking amazing. You're patting yourselves on the back, but then when other people will not pat you on the back for you, you get upset. Well, go fuck yourself. Like I said, we condemn you in the strongest possible terms, and I encourage the rest of actual real gamers to do the same. Just like you encourage, at this point, you guys clearly want a fucking war at this point. That's just what it is. And as cringe as that sounds, that's honestly what's going on. Now you want to come out and do this whole denouncement thing. You realize that the people that you're virtue signaling to are not the ones that line your pockets, right? There's a reason why some of your games have been failing recently, and it's on the downward decline. And now you got Assassin's Creed Shadows coming out. I hope it does well for you. I really do. But chances are it's probably not going to do as well as previous iterations of Assassin's Creed. And you know that because now you're looking at remaking the better versions of Assassin's Creed, so you can garner more money for the same fucking product. It's ridiculous, man. And now you're saying, oh, we should all celebrate the hard work and talent. Hard work and talent is not what's at the form of discussion right now. Nobody's discussing the lack of hard work and talent, although I gotta be honest with you. The lack of talent is very staggering. It's pretty obvious, but nobody's arguing that. What we're arguing is the DEI nonsense being injected into the game. DEI nonsense is being used to foster some sort of like fake, I don't know, community within your own development studio. Like, you guys are such full of shit. You're so full of shit. It's obvious. And you're trying to make this into something that it's not. You're trying to make it seem, oh, the big bad angry gamers are coming out to get me. Just grow a fucking pair at this point, man. We're not supposed to like your product just because you did hard work to put it out. Hard work doesn't mean that the product is great. Hard work doesn't mean that we're automatically supposed to like it no matter what and eat your shit. No, that's not what we're supposed to do. It's unclear exactly what he's talking about, given that he does not share any evidence, of course he doesn't, or discuss what these malicious and personal online attacks are. He's just simping for Alyssa Mercante. That's what he's doing. He's trying to simp for the activists in his community and trying to do his part so that nobody can say, oh, the CEO of Ubisoft didn't do anything. He doesn't want people to be able to say that. So he's trying to be one of the first to say it in the hopes that it kind of clears him free of all the skeletons in his closet, because God knows he probably has a million. However, two major upcoming games that Ubisoft is about to release in Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows have been massively ridiculed by gamers for its injection of wokeness in character choice and design, as well as the narratives both games plan to tell. Of note, him and Ubisoft do employ community manager Shauna Jones, who appears to have an animus against white men based on numerous posts on social media that she has made. You know, it's very interesting, and it kind of goes back to the discussion we had about Disney, how if you look at the job spectrum on Disney, right, the majority of the C-suite or executive level jobs are almost all white, right? It's almost all white held, and yet all of the lower level jobs, it's majority people of color, right? About 60 to 70%, and you're going to find that consistency through and through across many different industries. Of course, we're not talking about the DEI consultancy firms, because they literally make government money off of having 50% plus representation or whatever the case may be. So that's totally different. But I'm talking about actual AAA studios. If you look at that and look at entertainment studios, Hollywood, all that pretty much is pretty static. Like, that goes through the entire I guess, industry between Hollywood and gaming. So minorities, people of color dominate the lower level jobs, but once you get to C-suite executive level jobs, oh, forget about it. That's got to stay white. Suddenly now diversity doesn't matter, because at the end of the fucking day, they are lining their pockets with DEI ESG money. This has been proven time and time again, and they're going to pretend as if it's a conspiracy theory. They're going to pretend as if they're gaslighting, whatever. This has been proven. They make money off of this stuff. So, of course, they're going to want to maintain their status quo while hiring as many non-white people as possible in the lowest levels of influence that they possibly can come in. That way, they can keep them under control, just like they have them in real life. As shared via screenshots to X by user Cooks12, Jones posted back in January 2020, if you're a white dude complaining that diversity being raised is an issue, then people are going to keep raising the lack of diversity until we see change. That shit's got to change, man. In another post in September 2020, she wrote, love that if you say that you're going to be more body positive, white men assume that you're saying you're fat and you tell them to go to the gym, bitch. I'm a size 12. Being body positive has nothing to do with weight. Yeah, size 12 is not exactly very thin for a woman. Like, I don't really know what you're trying to prove there. But again, where is your denouncement of this? Where is your clear denouncement, your utter clear denouncements like you did for us? Where is your denouncements of one of your community managers essentially hating white men or bringing up white men every chance that she gets because she's one of those victim mindseted women that have this thing against white men? Where's your denouncement there? You're not going to do it because you're a pussy. That's really what it is. You're going to go the safe route. You're going to go the route that your activists tell you to do because you're a good little bitch and you're going to do whatever they tell you to do so that you get left alone. That's really what it is. Someone with no spine, someone with the inability to not be able to argue for himself or to stand against people who hate him. He can't deal with it. So he rather just virtue signal and get it out the way. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.